Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles and cousins, of course, and grandmothers and grandfathers, or nanas and papas, and baseball fans everywhere. Welcome to this edition of the Valley Baseball League podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Graham Knight. On behalf of the league and the teams in this league, I am happy to welcome you to tonight's broadcast. Hey, I want to let you know things are a-changing. That is right. We're going to start to digest these games a little bit different from now on. One of the things we want to try to do is distill it down to kind of the key moments and the key plays. We want to give you a feel for the flavor of the night and what it was like to be at that ballpark in that evening. But we also don't want to take up a ton of your time sorting through, innings where it was 3 up, 3 down. So our editors and the crew that we're working with, who I will introduce you to in the very near future, are going to start distilling these things down to 30-minute shows so you can really take a look at and capture the whole essence of the game without spending your whole evening doing that. So look forward to that as we continue our 2020 Rewind season. But hey, you know that I don't do this by myself, and we've got a great game on tap. We're going to be out at the Newmarket tonight. We're going to hear the call from Dennis Atwood and his sidekick. But I can't tell you about this by myself without the crew. Everybody say hi to Jordan.
Fans.
And guess who else is here?
It's me, Aaron.
That's awesome. Hey, so listen, really excited. We got a full night of baseball, just 5 games. It always kind of blows my mind that in, 10 weeks, we're going to do 230 regular season games. And when you throw in the playoffs, depending on how far they go into the series, up to 250 in 10 weeks. It really does give these players a sense of what it's like to turn pro. And I got to tell you, the more we've done these podcasts and the more kind of gotten a chance to go through these games and these nights, I really realize how important these reps are to the players. They're really getting a ton of experience in a really short amount of time. Somebody who might just be starting out in their college career, that can be a really important factor in their development as a player. But hey, we got hitters of the day, pitchers of the day. Jordan, why don't you set the stage for us? What's our game of the night tonight?
Yeah, Graham, and first off, if we're talking about sidekicks, it's a pleasure being one of yours here in all of this. But yeah, I gotta do the kiss up moment. There it is. No, in all sincerity, pleasure working with both of you, Aaron, you as well. But it's a pleasure also being a Harrisonburg resident. I love being a part of this town. I love being a JMU student. I love seeing the Turks play on a good, cool spring, summer night. You know what I love, though, is a good rivalry. And the Newmarket Rebels, when you go right down I-81, they present that for the Harrisonburg Turks. And Newmarket is special to both my fiance and I as well. We love Newmarket as well. But I don't know if the love on the field is really felt between the Turks and the Rebels. And tonight, it was a really, really good night for Austin Cohn, who I want fans to pay attention to in this game. He's been killing it at the mound for the Harrisonburg Turks. There is no love felt when he is pitching to those Rebels batters. And the Rebels, by the way, are coming off. They've won 3 of their past 4 ball games coming into this homestand tonight. This is a great game. I'm going to stop talking because I can't wait for this ball game. Graham?
No, it is a really great game. I mean, before we dive into the other action that took place in the league on this night, let's just take a quick look at the box score. And, it looks like it started out with a pretty tight game. We had, 0-0 through the 3rd inning, and then all of a sudden the wheels come off the bus a little bit, and the Turks are up 5 runs. Just looking at the box score, I can't tell if that's more the Rebels combusting or the Turks just lit it up.
Graham, I don't know. With Cohn's performances on this season, and we've seen John Leonard, he's named him the pitcher of the day multiple times. This has been arguably the most consistent pitching performance by any player in the Valley Baseball League throughout the season. He threw another dime tonight.
Yeah, I don't know, Aaron. What are your thoughts as you look at the box score? What stands out at you?
I mean, it's pretty incredible that the Turks were able to hold the Rebels scoreless until the 7th inning. I mean, that is an outstanding performance to start the game, and it just really helps set the tone for a game. They get behind the pitching, and then it kind of helps the hitters relax, and they were able to open things up in the middle of this game, and in a big way. They had 15 hits when it was all said and done. So it was kind of cool to see how, pitching sets the tone, and then the batters can kind of follow up with that.
Yeah, well, either way, there's only one way to find out. If you weren't there last year, this is your chance to go back there again this year, and we're going to take you on the Express. No, that's not the Strasburg Express. We're going to put you on the Express. So in 30 minutes, you're going to get a cruise to the 4th inning and find out exactly what caught fire again in the 6th. And then pretty tight ball game from then on. I mean, the Rebels battled back. You know, it's interesting to see these scores. It's funny in baseball. You know, in hockey, you'll battle for 3 innings, or now you got me screwed up on my hockey. It's 3 periods in hockey, for 3 periods to fight over one, you know, getting one puck in the net, and then the score is 1-0. You know, in baseball, it can be just as tight. But anyway, hey, Aaron, what else happened on this night back in 2019?
We had a good one at the Generals Park. Waynesboro ends up winning 5-2 over Stanton, but it was Bailey Wimberly who really started things off well on the mound, talking about good pitching. He had 5 strong innings. He only allowed 2 runs, which were the only 2 runs that the Braves were able to get on the board. And he had 5 strikeouts. So far, Wimberly, he has an ERA of just over 2. It's 2.08 on the season. So he's really done well getting things started on the mound. And, you know, they had a 3-run 4th for Waynesboro, which ended up deciding that 5-2 win.
Very nice, very nice. All right, how about you, Jordan? What else happened?
Yeah, Graham, you mentioned the Express just a short while ago, and this time I am talking about the Strasburg Express. They took on the Covington Lumberjacks, and the D word's going to come up again. We had a doubleheader. So in the Valley Baseball League, of course, doubleheaders are going to be narrowed down to 2 7-inning ball games. And game 1, the key player of this game was Zachary Scott. He's got 2 home runs in a single game. There's some players that don't even have 2 home runs on the season yet at this point. So, of course, when that happens, you have to get the John Leonard Hitter of the Day award. But in this game, game 1, 14-6 is the score. Strasburg knocking off Covington. And then moving on to game 2, this game was far more down to the pitching, and a 3-1 final score in this game. Devin Dunn, 4 1/3 great innings for this young man. He's going to come in and he's going to provide only 4 hits, 1 run given up offensively, but he's going to have 5 key strikeouts in this ball game tonight. And at the end of the day, we have another doubleheader sweep. So at the end of the day, game 1, Strasburg over Covington, 14-6, 3-1 in game 2. And the second game, third game, I guess, but second series to recap, we have the Winchester Royals, Graham, one of your favorites, and they're going to take on the Front Royal Cardinals. So this game on display tonight, there is really, when you look at a lot of games, you might have one key player, one key play, maybe just a key theme to look into a game. But this was just a great battle wholly between these 2 teams in this one. I love seeing complete team games. In this one, 23 hits, 18 runs in the game offensively. But on the pitching end, you have 18 combined strikeouts from 8 different pitchers. Great efforts from both teams here. But Winchester, again, you need to look at that one key player in a ball game. And tonight, I want to bring up John Dyer. He's going to provide 4 RBIs in this ball game. Masen Prososki has 3 hits, 2 walks, and 3 of those runs are going to come in. That's going to help the Royals edge off the Cardinals. Final score in this game, 10-8. Winchester royally winning another one.
I love when you do that. That's so much fun. I love that. All right. Yeah, it's very good. Hey, before we go to the game for tonight, and just a reminder to our fans, we're going to condense this game. We're trying to get these things down to about 30 minutes so you can enjoy them without giving up your whole night. I totally understand that hanging out in front of the computer at the same amount of time you'd hang out in the ballpark, probably not quite as much fun. But I got to ask about the Marquette. What's up with Marquette?
Oh, Graham, you know what? I've worn a lot of Cubs stuff. I've worn some JMU stuff. I've got a Richmond Flying Squirrels cap, so you got minor leagues. Marquette is my dad's alma mater, and he's becoming a big fan of the podcasts and the show, so this is for him tonight.
Oh, how nice. That's so very nice. All right, well, for your dad, why don't you launch this into the game?
All right. Hey, Dad, and all these other great fathers out there, grab a beer. Let's play some ball.
Another left-handed hitter, and that'll hit him in the foot. Looked like it was going to miss inside, but he asked for time, was not given it, but then he'll take ball 4 inside. The 2-2. Lifted toward right field, going back on it is Thompson, and that ball's going to be out of here. A 3-run blast. Important ball games for both those teams. And instead of a bunt single, he'll line this one into left field for a base hit. So, same result for Masen. He's at first base with nobody out. Downstairs in the dirt, and that's going to skip away from Waterman, and on the wild pitch, Prososki will move to second. You wonder why. Line toward right center field, and that's going to plug the alley and roll all the way to the fence. An 0-2 blast to right center field. Off with the pitch, swung on and missed. He's out on strikes. Boyd will have to retrieve and throw down to first. 1-0. Grounded toward third. Amos will have to come up and make another nice play. Nice throw to first. Is going to get by the first baseman. Amos didn't set his feet. Thought he. The 3-2. Line toward center field. That'll get in for another base hit, and another run's going to score. And added to it here in the second. Swung on and missed, and Heisler down on strikes. He blew a fastball by him. Third strikeout. Left-handed hitting outfielder. Barnett off with the pitch, and he will steal second. The ball bounces into center field. Barnett's going to take off for third. Throw to third is going to be not in time. The 3-0. That'll hit Thompson in the back. So he's going to grab a walk the hard way. He gets hit in the middle. He's missed with 8 straight as a high and tight, and Masen will draw the walk. All over the place, the 1-0. Lifted toward left field. I don't think it's going to be deep enough. Nadeau will settle underneath of it, and he will make the catch in shallow left. So State and Louisville do battle tonight. Line to the center field, and that'll be a base hit. Dabney smoked that one, and he's 2 for 2 with a couple rockets. The 2-2 off with the pitch. Lifted towards center field. That should be an easy play for Grunberg. And now he's not going to be able to get there, but they got the runner hung up. The 2-2 swung on, tapped towards short. Amos will cut it off. He will flip to first. A much better throw this time from Amos to retire Waterman. The 1-0. That's in the dirt, and that'll bounce all the way to the backstop. The Royals are going to steal a run here as Boyd will come in to score. Strike 3 called. Fastball right down the middle. The 2-1. Line sharply to right field. That's going to be played on a hop by Thompson. Thompson made thoughts about trying to catch in the air, but check of the runners, the 1-0. Line toward left field. Up with it is Polinsky. They're sending the runner. The throw home is going to be nowhere near the plate. They got to throw to third, and the throw is going to get away, and everybody's going to score. The 0-1. Lined over the head of Menhennett into right field, and that's going to roll all the way to the fence. So maybe John Dyer getting going offensively. A sacrifice fly RBI. 3-2. Line toward left field. On his horse is Nadeau, and he's not going to be able to catch up to it. It's going to bounce all the way to the fence, and it'll be a leadoff double. Double play depth up the middle. Lined into left field for a base hit. And the Royals are going to play it station to station. They will hold Heisler at third. An RBI single. The 0-1. Lifted towards center field. Don't know if it's deep enough to get the run in. We'll see. Orendorf will make the catch. He sets his feet. Fires it in, but nowhere near the plate. He just airmailed it. The 1-0. Line toward right center field. That's going to plug the alley. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Boyd rounding second, heading to third. They're going to hold him up there. And John Dyer has picked up his second double in as many innings. John Dyer, who had 1 hit coming into the game, popped it up toward right field. Thompson on his horse, ranging over. It's going to land in the corner. It's a fair ball. And it's going to be an RBI double. Thompson gave it all he could, but got the lead back for him. He's not able to do that as he will walk Heisler. So that's the 3rd time in a row that Heisler has walked tonight. The 0-2. Line toward left field. It's going to be down for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. And it's going to be mishandled on left field. Polinsky, a line drive, base hit to left. They're going to send the runner. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's not going to be in time. And a RBI single by Aaron Polinsky. Line toward the shortstop, and it's going to be I thought it was going to be a double play, but Grunberg was able to get back in time. Off the bat, it sounded like it was going to get to left field for a base hit, but right to bag it for out number 2. First pitch to Goldsmith, grounded toward first. Up with it is Bell. He will run over. Oh, he's going to flip to the pitcher covering. Popped him up. Center field, Grunberg calling everybody off. It's in shallow center, not deep enough to move anybody up, so a big out for Boone and the Royals there as Grover set the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Good hard breaking ball there. Bag it down on strikes, and that's a big strikeout for Ledford and the Royals. Slider, the 1-2. There it is. Grounded toward right field, into right field for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. Throw from Thompson home. And Thompson throws him out at the plate. Grant Thompson with the play of the game.
Yeah, baby.
A 1-2 breaking ball. Everybody knew it was coming. Menhennett drove it to right field, but Thompson, playing shallow, came up and fired a bullet to the plate to cut down Waterman at the plate and save the lead. First, the 2-2. Thompson off with the pitch. And nobody covering second base. The throw's going to go into center field. Thompson's going to get up and head to third. So I think the Cardinals' middle infielders were still looking bunt. All that close to the base. Polinsky will lift this one toward right field. Willis on his, oh, that's not Willis anymore. Willis came out of the game. Looks like 32 maybe. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Polinsky either way. 2. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove, and that'll do it. So Grunberg will strike out. Dyer and Grunberg strike out back to back. Set the 2-2. Slider swung on and missed. Good hard slider there from Ledford, and Dabney down on strikes for out number 2. Second, the 0-2. Popped it up. Boyd's going to give it a look. Amos coming over to give it a look. Boyd will make the catch right in front of the Royals dugout to end the ball game. So nice play by Jeremiah Boyd to finish it off for the Cardinals here in the 9th. No runs a hit, no errors, a runner left. Your final score from Bridgeforth Field: Winchester 10, Front Royal 8 for the Royals. 10 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Cardinals. 8 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. Winchester improves to 7-7 on the season. Front Royal will drop to 6-11. Give the win to Ryan Bywaters. He improves to 1-1. Kevin Ledford picks up his second save of the season. The loss will go to Andrew Huguet. He drops to 0-1. For the Winchester Royals, John Dyer, struggling to play it all season long, comes in, goes 4 for 5 tonight with 4 RBIs, 2 doubles. Masen Prososki goes 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And then Aaron Polinsky picks up a base hit and 3 RBIs. Jordan Burnett also 2 hits for the Royals here in their 12-hit attack to take on the Front Royal Cardinals. For Front Royal, Patrick Baggett's 2 hits, Dylan Menhennett 3 hits, Trey Fields 2 hits, and Trey Dabney 2 hits with 3 RBIs. He had the 3-run home run to get the Cardinals going in the first inning. Winchester rallies from a 7-2 deficit to win it by the final score of 10-8.